Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. It is another day in the markets. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So yesterday we had just the markets just fought back strong after obviously Monday and Tuesday's sell-off, going with that Trump, China, U.S.-China trade war, China retaliating to Trump's bullshit situation he had last week, by adding more tariffs to goods coming out of China. So obviously it's settled, quote unquote, settled for now, but definitely put some more confidence back into the market. So we saw some nice moves to the upside. So there was like we had talked about, there was some solid value opportunities going into the session, to push prices higher. Not 100% confident that prices are going to continue to run up. You might see some falls in the morning, but we think the close is not going to be so strong. It's our initial opinion. There's just some things lurking in the background yesterday that we were picking up on. So anyway, we're going to be extra patient today. So anyway, going into our session, we have 7 on our watch list. Let's kick it off with Tesla. Tesla, obviously, as you can see, had a nice strong day yesterday. We think that it's going to continue to push higher. Obviously, defending its 50-day on the daily. So we think that Tesla's going to have a nice pullback, and then can continue to move to the upside. We're definitely bullish on Tesla for today's session. Apple, same situation, closed up just north of 3.5 points, defending this obviously the 50 moving average on the daily, but it's definitely it's right below that 200 level, the 200 level. So as you know, it's a monster level. So it's got to get back into the 200s to get some type of momentum behind it to push to the upside. So we're gonna wait on this, but if we see some solid sentiment, some nice moves and price being held above VWAP, will definitely mitigate and take something to the upside. Next up, we got Spotify. Again, not 100% confident on Spot just yet. We're still feeling it out, but it needs to hold these levels. It needs to hold this. Obviously, 150. It's trading at pre-market right now, so we're bullish on it. The sentiment is overall, bullish, but we're not 100% confident that it's going to run and it's going to run hard. We need some more confidence that it's going to continue to print higher highs and higher lows. So we're going to keep an eye on Spot. Microsoft MSFT, it's holding its 50-day right now. Had a pretty strong day, just shy of 2.5 points to the upside. Some action obviously after hours. SPY dipped down a little bit pre-market, so obviously Microsoft went down with it. But we think it's going to hold at 50 and going to continue moving to the upside just like it did back in June. So we're bullish on Microsoft moving into today's session. QCOM, we still have a $65 price target. This thing closed down just north of half a point down yesterday's session. We're not convinced that this turnaround is happening just yet. Obviously, it's on its ninth down day. Yesterday's close, so that's obviously not good news whatsoever. But you have that 200-day just below it, just below the 65 level. That's obviously operating as a magnet. So anyway, it might bounce around a little bit, but we think we're gonna have some continued selling pressure to the downside on QCOM. MDB, had a nice strong day yesterday, up just north of 3 points. That being said, not sure it's done yet. Not sure it's done yet. Technically, we think it's going to fade out some more. We think it's just picking up some shares to dump back onto the market out of inventory. But that being said, we're bearish on MDB. It's probably going to move around. This thing moves around hard when it moves, but after the dust settles, we think it's going to push lower. We'll see what happens. MDB's been acting quite erratic lately, so we've been a little bit off with it. Obviously, since it's cracked its 50, last week. That being said, so we're gonna step back and watch it, but we think it's gonna push lower. Cracking through our 132 has already happened pre-market the other day, and then we think it's gonna continue pushing lower. But until that happens, until it's crystal clear, we're just gonna sit back and wait. But we're bearish overall on MDB. Wrapping up with Netflix. Netflix had a strong comeback yesterday. As you see midday, we thought this thing was just going to continue fading out, But that 300 level strong, right? And obviously pulling back to its low of the 22nd, 23rd after its gap down, was a strong support, quote unquote. But that being said, not sure it's just gonna continue pushing higher. Obviously all eyes want this going pushing up, but just not convinced yet. Not convinced that this thing's moving up. So we're tentatively bearish on Netflix going into the session. Let the dust settle first, but we think it's going to push lower. We're not sure it's going to push higher. Not sure yet. Again, we'll see what happens. The street dictates direction, so the market prints, and when the market prints the trend, then that's when we mitigate. So we got 7 going into our session. As always, guys, you want to see how we're doing and how we're trading these stocks, come check out the site, thestreettrading.com. We'll sort you on the 9-day course, get you sorted out. Any questions, reach out to us, guys. Give us a call, shoot us an email. We are here for you. As always, guys, be very, very patient with price and setup, and always respect your stops. Have a great day in the market, guys. We will check you later.